Back in 2002, I met Tunde Horvath at a butcher shop in Hillside, New Jersey. I was buying beef tallow, she was pricing blood sausage. We fell in love. Then I fell in with her brother Attila and his coterie, an evangelical moped posse called the Clutchless for Christ. It was bullshit. We were actually a front for an Eastern European trade syndicate. We peddled mainly plum brandy moonshine, a bit of meth, but also ergotized wheat from the Hungarian Great Plains, the puszta. Some seriously illegal shit. Well, when the feds started circling, Attila took his life. Slit his own throat at a family pig killing later that winter. As for Tunde, tragedy struck. She was kicked in the head by a Lipizzaner in a beautiful small town called Szilvásvárad. Never the same. Woke up speaking fluent German. And by that I mean she was only capable of muttering two words, the word fluent and the word German. So, yeah, tragic. What followed for me was a decade plus of extreme depression. So for those of you out there tonight struggling, over the holidays especially, this quote is for you. The quote is this, and it comes from Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, spoken by Brutus. He says, "Poor Brutus, with himself at war, forgets the shows of love to other men." Now, though Brutus is dealing with some emotional turbulence, he's not pent up in his bedroom popping Xannies, urinating in iced tea jugs, right? The wide neck Arizonas, for example, the 1 gallons, right? With the handles. Nor is he obsessed with any and all Rebecca Lord erotica. As I imagine one might be if one were suffering, let's say, in the late winter 1997, okay? So Brutus is hardly Kurt Cobain here, though he does say he's vexed of late with passions of some difference, which gives some soil to his behaviors. But the quote is extra rich for me when I think of it within the context of a more serious, manic state of depression and neuroses, because it's just so right on, right? I mean, when one is engaged in that emotional war within, there is no shows of love to oneself, at least from my own experience, let alone shows of love to others. The enervating emotional destruction is so complete that relationships with friends and family are often one of the first casualties of this war with oneself. And Brutus is aware of this and lets Cassius know by saying, "Let not my good friends be grieved, nor construe any further my neglect." Translation being, we're fine, right? This is a me issue I have happening here. It's not a you issue. So for those of you out there in pain, my advice is this: find a bit of string. Something, anything. Regardless of how seemingly small or insignificant, something that gives you a little bit of joy and pleasure. You need the string because you still need to make it out of the labyrinth after you slay the Minotaur. My string was a 3x5 note card with a bit of shakes on it. This got me from one day to the next, then on to the next, and then the next, to where I'm here right now, today, sitting here in front of this camera, sharing this quote with you. As Tunde found out the hard way, life can be a real kick in the head. So hang in there.